Glad you could join us for tonight's Fury Hardball Ladder Knockout Series on the Play Space Live. I'm Keith Avalone from Play Games. Sam is, as usual, taking care of the production end of the broadcast tonight. Been a while since we played Fury Hardball. I have to say it's really fun to get back on the table again. Just the visual, the gameplay, I think is super fun. So I'm excited to be able to do this series for you tonight. If you're not familiar with Fury Hardball, it's what we call here at Play Games an alt sport, kind of a mix of wiffle ball, baseball, and cricket. Everything is highly condensed in Fury Hardball. Each team gets one at bat, 9 outs. They get 9 outs to score as many runs as they can. It's kind of like baseball in that regard. Strikeouts are 2 outs. Double plays are 2 outs. We call them stingers. Strikeouts are called zingers. Home runs are called dingers. They're worth 2 runs. And scoring from the bonus base is also 2 runs. Drawing a walk sends the batter to the bonus base. So if you get a walk, which we call a ringer in Fury Hardball, that's worth 2 runs if you score. Only 2 bases in the game. And only one of them can ever be occupied by a base runner. Safe base is never contested. If you hit a pinger, that's our version of a single, you can elect to just nonchalantly walk to the safe base and just take your base. It's uncontested. However, you can try to run for the bonus base because scoring for the bonus base is worth 2 runs. Scoring from the safe base is only worth 1. So there's a little strategy involved with there. The only base running is if, A, the batter wants to run for the bonus base, like I just explained, in which case the fielder can try to throw him out. B, the base runner is on either the safe base or the bonus base, and they elect to try to steal home. There are 3 kinds of pitches in the game. There's the heat pitch, the junk pitch, and the stuff pitch. And there are 3 kinds of swings: the big swing, the reaching swing, and, of course, no swing, which is not really a swing at all. So Fury Hardball has a lot in common with the bat and ball sports that we all know and love, but it is really its own sport. Hope you enjoy watching the series tonight. Let's get after it. Our knockout series is kind of like a stepladder TV finals for bowling. We had folks vote on which teams they'd like to see play tonight. And by the way, thank you all for voting. Appreciate the participation. We took the 5 top teams, the top voted in teams, and we ranked them by the vote totals. And then it works like the bowling stepladder tournaments. And the 5th seed plays the 4th seed. The winner plays the 3rd seed. The winner plays the 2nd seed. The winner plays the top seed for the championship. We actually ended up with a tie for 5th seed between Chicago Blue and New York Orange. So I conducted a play-in game between those 2 teams before the broadcast. Actually, it was a good opportunity for me to kind of brush up on my Fury Hardball rules. And the result was a decisive 5-0 win for Chicago. Milner threw a no-hitter with 4 zingers and basically shut down New York completely. 5-0 Chicago, so they are the ones that will be occupying the 5th seed, taking on the 4th seed, which is Cincinnati. So we're ready for the first game of the ladder series. And the way it's going to work is I'm not going to rearrange the players in terms of which team's going to bat first and last. Right now, Chicago's going to bat first. Cincinnati will bat last. If Cincinnati wins, they'll bat last against Denver. If Chicago wins, then they will bet first against Denver. We're just going to keep them in the same spots. That'll save a little time and make it more streamlined. But first, before we begin, a sip of my LaCroix. I actually don't get paid anything for promoting this, but I appreciated Chris Phillips' comment about trying it out. The Raz Cranberry is probably, what would you say? That's probably fifth on our list. I'd say tops on our list is probably the key lime.
I like the grapefruit.
Sam likes the grapefruit, yes.
I'm the only one.
I think he's the only one in the family. That's like way down on the list. So it goes key lime, the limoncello, the watermelon, and then maybe Raz Cranberry. So that's the way it works at our house. All right, let's get underway here with Chicago batting against Cincinnati. Mart is on the mound for the Reds. These are kind of loosely patterned after, real major league teams. So it's basically the Reds and the Cubs here. All right, so I just moved that. It was a 4. The blue and white dice correspond to the pitcher and the batter columns on the cards. We're going to play this totally solid, totally automated. So Mart's going to start out with a stuff pitch, and B is taking a reaching swing. Reaching swing on stuff. We rolled a 5 on the D10, so that will be. We're going to check the batter card. Looks like it's going to be a dinger. So B's going to lead off with a dinger, and the Cubbies will take a 2-0 lead. We go to. That's the way to start a ball game, right? Very hardball or otherwise. Pereira will be next, and it's going to be a junk pitch. He's taking a big swing at it, and we're going to check Mart's card. He doesn't. Let's see. It's a zinger on a big swing. Okay, I'm checking all the asterisks and stuff. These cards are actually more complex than they appear to be. So Mart actually records a zinger on Pereira, and that's 2 out. Go to Feely, who's the third batter. And let's see, it looks like it's going to be a heat pitch, and Feely's taking a big swing. We got a 7, so heat pitch, big swing. That is going to be a dinger right down the pipe, and Feely got a hold of it. Another dinger for Chicago. It's now, it is wrong token. It's now 4-0 still, only 2 outs. Here's Nevis. So Mart's having some trouble. He throws heat again. It's a reaching swing for Nevis, and this looks like it's going to be a zing. Reaching swing on heat is, hold on. It's going to be, we're going to check the slinger. It will be an out. It's a little pop out, so that makes 3 outs. And we go back to B, who led off the game with a dinger. All right, so Mart's going to throw stuff, and no swing from B. That's going to be a zinger. So B's going to get caught looking, and here's the ding of the ball on the plate. That's 2 outs. And it is now 5 outs. Here's Pereira. Heat pitch, and Pereira's taking a reaching swing with a 6. 6, heat pitch, reaching swing. That is a zing. Zinged Pereira. So looks like Mart is finally in the groove. There are 7 out. And the Cubbies on top, 4-0. All right, so it looks like another stuff pitch. Feely is reaching for it. On a 4, we're going to check Feely's card. It looks like it is a pinger. So Feely's gonna take his base. He's a slow runner, so he won't even try for the bonus base. He'll just take the safe base. And there won't be any worry of him stealing home either. So another base runner with 7 out. And here's Nevis. So Mart's throwing heat. Nevis is taking a big swing. 8. We are going to check the batter card. Looks like, it's an out. He got the square on the Fury die. Would have been a dinger. It was a deep out, right to the wall, but it is a pop out. Still leaves an out though for B, because pop outs are only 1 out. 8 outs. Here's B. Now we get furious action. All right, let's see. So it's a junk pitch from Mart. B's taking a big swing at it. Big swing on junk is going to be a zing. So that'll end the inning, and we're going to start Cincinnati with furious action. So we'll clear this over here. 4 runs in for Chicago. Rocket starts out here. Move all this stuff down to here. And we'll start with furious action for Rocket. We'll go to the furious action board. And we just roll the D10. Oh, it's a deja vu. Like deja vu all over again. Well, what happened last time? It was a zing. So it happened again. 2 outs for Rocket. And we roll again on the furious action chart. This time it's a 9. Oh, we're gonna have punches thrown. Look out. So Slinger throws a winger. That means that's in Fury Hardball, a winger is like basically the same as a home run. He's going to get 2 runs he's going to score. And so we'll put 2 runs in for Cincinnati. And then punches are thrown. Let's see how many and who gets thrown out. Oh, only 1 punch thrown. And it is the slinger. Let's see. Right. That's 1 punch thrown, and let's see who threw it. The batter threw the punch. So he'll be ejected. He doesn't lose his base, though. The base is still awarded. So let's see. Evans is going to get ejected from the game. And they will bring in Stoffel. We want to make sure they won't use their slinger. We don't want their slinger to get thrown out. In case there's another brouhaha. Oops. So Stoffel comes into bat. Ooh, they almost, he's not really a very good batter. Well, he's got a little bit of power. They only need 2 runs. All right, so Ambrosio's on. 2 runs are in. And there are 2 outs. Here's D'Ambrosio. Milner with the pitch. And he's going to throw junk. And looks like D'Ambrosio's not going to take the bait. He's not going to swing, so that will likely be on a 6. Let's see, 6 on I'm sure that's a ringer. Yep, a ringer. So D'Ambrosio takes the bonus base, and he's a fast runner, so Milner's going to have to keep his eye on him. He's got the default safe. So let's first of all see if he's going to try to steal home. We're going to use the automated base running and stealing chart here. So this will tie the game if he steals home. It's a 2. Oh, he's going to try to steal home, and we're just going to roll on his. He's safe or a circle out. So it's a 50-50 chance for Ambrosio to tie this up. Circle, he's out. Oh, he scores. So he steals home. 4 are in, and Foucher remains the current batter. 1 more run and they win. Milner, who had the no-hitter against New York. He hasn't had the same kind of luck here. Oh, I got furious action again. We might not get to it, though. Let's see. 3-6. That's going to be Milner's going to throw stuff. No swing for Foucher. That's going to be a zinger then. So we are going to see furious action. So 2 outs for Foucher, and Rocket's going to roll on furious action. And here we go. 9. All right, more punches are thrown. This testy game here. Let's see how many punches. 3 punches are thrown. All right, let's go through this here. First of all, fielder 2 throws a punch, so Houlihan is out. I'm just going to flip him over like this. The batter throws a punch, so Rocket, he's going to have to go. They're I think out of reserves. They've got. I guess they could have. See, Evans, I should have just flipped him over like this because he's out of the game. I could have Saito bat if we wanted to, but I don't think we will. Well, maybe you could. And 1 more punch is thrown, and it is by the batter and pitcher exchange punches. He already threw 1, so Milner is out. I think we're going to be able to continue the game, though. So Royston will take the mound for Chicago. And they can also play. They're not going to be able to play a. Let's see, Milner's out. Yeah, they went with no reserve fielder, so they're going to have to play an open fielder in position 2. And I think that Saito is. How good a batter is he? He's not very good. So we'll just pass on that. We'll go with 3. They only need 1 run to win the game anyway. So we will continue the game. Stoffel at bat. Teams are settled down. And here we go. Royston now pitching for Chicago. He's going to throw junk. No swing for Stoffel. So he'll take his base, I'm pretty sure. 8. Just going to check just to make sure. Yep, it's a ringer. So that will put Stoffel on the bonus base. He's default out, so he won't try to steal. No look needed from Royston. He's just got to get Ambrosio out. And here's the pitch. It'll be a stuff pitch, and D'Ambrosio with a reaching swing. That doesn't. Oh, I'm sorry, a big swing. big swing on Stuff. And we got a more furious action. So big swing on Stuff. Goes to fielder 3. That's Briscoe. It is an out. And it wasn't a heat pitch, so it's going to be a pop out. So we are going to once again go to furious action with Foucher coming to the bat. We've had a lot of furious action this game. Hopefully we're not going to get another fight. And we are going to get another fight. Another 9. So this one might actually end. Well, let's just see. 6. Batter is going to be 6 punches thrown. I don't think we're going to survive this. So this game is going to wind up. I got to figure out what to do. So it looks like, yeah, the benches are going to empty. I guess it's possible that the slinger could throw all the punches, but even then they wouldn't have any reserve. So fielder 3 throws a punch. Yeah, they're going to be out of fielder. I guess if just the fielders throw, fielder 2 throws a punch. Oh wait, there's 2, 3, 4. Wow. Okay, so maybe they will survive. 5 is so the slinger is out. So there was a bench clearing brawl, and they are out. I guess though, if there's 2 more, if they can survive, then they will win the game on a forfeit. If Cincinnati doesn't have anybody thrown out, or even if they do, 4, that would be Foucher would be the batter. So then, yeah, they would. But that's right. They saved their pitcher, who can also bat. So they would bring him in, and they would win the game by forfeit. So Cincinnati, with many punches thrown, will wind up winning this game. It's a 4-4 tie, but Cincinnati advances because they didn't exhaust their bench. All right, so we'll go ahead and get everybody back to where they were. Saito will go back here. We'll use a different. We'll say that you have to use a different pitcher. So we'll put Saito here. We'll get Evans back out there. And now we're back to normal for Cincinnati. All right, that was a crazy game. Those Cubbies couldn't keep their composure there. So, Cincinnati advances. They will now play Denver, and they will be the home team again. So we'll put Cincinnati down here. And let's bring out the Rockies. So we got McGonigal, Offutt, Kang, and Parmenter, with May the backup. Gutierrez is going to be in position fielding 2. Ingracia in 3. Starting pitcher is going to be Wizenga with Estrada in reserve. Let's back this all up here. Restart. So hopefully we got all the fighting out of the way, and we can have smooth sailing from here on in. So Chicago. So it's Denver and Cincinnati now, and we'll open with McGonigal against Saito. We're going to say that you got to use a different pitcher. Can't use the same pitcher twice in a row. All right, and we are ready to roll. Saito with the pitch. He's going to start by throwing junk, and McGonigal's taking a big swing at it. That is going to be it's going to go to the field. It's going to go to Bazemore, but it will be a stinger. Bazemore snags it for a stinger in the dead zone. 2 outs quickly for the Rockies. Here's Offutt. And Saito's throwing stuff. No swing for Offutt. That'll be a zing. He's going to zing him. Quickly 4 outs. Here's Kang. Junk pitch and no swing. That will be a walk, a ringer. So Kang will get on base. Go to the bonus base. He's a stealing threat, so we'll have to see if Saito... Let's see first of all if he goes for the bonus base. Oh, he's on the bonus base because he walked. Let's see if he's going to try to steal home. 3. Runner opts not to steal home, but the slinger's not looking. So we're just it's going to be a normal at bat here with Kang on the bonus base, Parmenter batting. Heat pitch from Saito and a big swing from Parmenter. 6. That is going to be off the batter's card. But Parmenter's not a great batter. He just zinged. Took a big cut and missed. All right, now let's see if Kang steals again. Or steals this. So he's going to hold again. Once again, no steal, no look. Here's McGonagall. And let's see. 4 is a stuff pitch against a reaching swing with a 1. That means we're going to check Saito's card to see if he's got the pitching stuff. It's a circle, so it is a zinger. 2 quick outs, 8 out. Looks like Kang is... Maybe he should have thought twice about trying to see. He might steal now. Let's see. 4. He opts not to steal, but the slinger is pitching with a look. So Saito doesn't trust him. So Kang is still on base. That gives a little bit of an advantage to Offit. With 8 out. It's a stuff pitch and a reaching swing from Offit. I think that might... Let's see. Reaching swing, stuff pitch. That is batter. That's going to be an out. Took a big cut and popped out. Send it deep. Stranded Kang. Oh wait, the 9. But he's pitching with a look. Oh, I don't want to forget that. So because I rolled a 9 and he was pitching with a look, that will actually be. Let's see. He was using a reaching swing. That will be a pinger. So that will actually drive in Kang from the bonus base. So 2 runs in for Denver, the Rockies, and Kang will come right back to bat. That was fortunate for them. Offit is on base. Let's see if he takes the bonus base. 2. He is going to try to take the bonus base. That might not be smart. 5 or 6 or a square. He's out. No, he made it. So Offit is on the bonus base now, and Kang is batting. 2 runs are in for Denver. They were very fortunate. And there's Saito shaking his head saying, what the heck? It's a junk pitch, big swing. That will most likely be... No, it's going to be popped out to Manners, who will catch it for the final out. So that will be the final out. And Denver will get 2 runs in and strand Offit on the bonus base. Now we go to Cincinnati's half of the inning. We'll start out with Rocket. Huizenga on the mound. Cincinnati only needs 2 or only needs 3 to win the game. So Huizenga, who's kind of a borderline pitcher. He's sometimes hot, sometimes not. He throws stuff to Rocket, who reaches for it, and that will go to Huizenga's card, and it will be a dinger. He gives up a dinger right off the bat on the square. It was a zinger, so he threw a good pitch, caught the corner, but Rocket took advantage of it and knocked it out. So that ties the game right there with nobody out. They only need 1 run to win. Here's Stoffel. Huizenga's got a bear down now. He's throwing heat. Big swing. Again, it goes to Huizenga's card. This time, though, it will be a zinger. So 2 out. Here's D'Ambrosio. A heat swing, or a heat pitch rather, with no swing. That'll be a zinger. 2 more out. Yeah, see, now he's hot. Goes to Evans. He needs a few more of those zingers to get out of this. It is a junk pitch, and Evans is not swinging at it, so that'll be a ringer. So that will put the winning run on the bonus base. Here's Rocket. Let's see. He's not a running threat, so no need to check for a look or a base steal. Huizenga with the windup and the pitch. He throws stuff. Rocket takes a big swing at it. We have a 6. Big swing on stuff. We're going to check Huizenga's card again, and it's a zinger. We're always a little nervous when you check Huizenga's card because he's got the square dinger result, but that's 2 more outs. And there are now 6 out. Here's Stoffel. Stuff pitch with no swing. That is going to be another zing. He's going to zing him again. 8 out. Up to D'Ambrosio. See if he can get this out. If he gets another zing, so the way it works, there's no extra innings. The The home team gets an extra out if the score is tied. And if they score on that extra out, then they win the game. If they don't, though, the other team wins the game. So if Wizenga can throw another zinger here, that would make the 10 out, that would take care of the bonus out, and they would win the game. Let's see if he does. It will be stuff pitch. D'Ambrosio is reaching for it. We have an 8. Stuff pitch reaching. We're going to check the batter's card. It will be a dinger. Oh, we just knocked it out of the park, and that will end the game. So D'Ambrosio with the big dinger, with the game on the line. It's actually a wing dinger with Evans on the bonus base. So it's a 4-run home run, and that makes it 6-2. So Cincinnati wins 6-2 on D'Ambrosio. I'm gonna write that down so I remember. D'Ambrosio's, I forget, is it a wing dinger or a humdinger? That's the full. I think the humdinger is the. I think the wing dinger is the 3-run home run. The humdinger is the 4. So I think he just did a humdinger. All right, I'm forgetting my Fury Hardball terminology. So Cincinnati will again advance, and we say goodbye to Denver, and they will again be the home team. And we will say they've got to use their other pitcher. We'll go through all 3 pitchers. I'm not even sure who that is. They will be facing Boston, the number 2 seed. Here's Boston. All right, I got them set up as well. Let's rearrange this. So Saito pitched, Mart pitched. That just leaves Foucher. They're kind of risking it. I think, yeah, I guess they'll go with that. You kind of want to have a fielder in reserve in case you get a punches thrown result. But I think they'll go with this. It's worked for him so far. So same batting order. We got Foucher on the mound. I wonder if either of these guys are decent batters. No, not really. Because usually I like to have a pitcher batting somewhere to save that fielder in case of punches or an injury. All right, so we're going to start with Ralston leading off for Boston. There's Canelli, Glavin, and Burgoyne. The backup fielder is Mataseski. The fielders are Vieg and Wohlers. We'll have Nagel on the mound with Johannes in reserve. There's our lineup for Boston. And we begin our penultimate game with Ralston leading off for Boston. There we go. Foucher on the mound with the pitch. He is throwing stuff, and Ralston is looking. That's going to be a zing. Start out with a zinger. Let's get our scoreboard set back to 0. So two outs to start out for Boston. Here's Canelli. Foucher with a quick zing. He's throwing heat. Again, Canelli's not looking. That's going to be a second zing. Nobody's even taking a swing. There's already 4 outs. Glavin. Foucher this time is throwing stuff. Glavin's taking a big swing at it. It'll get popped out to Manners, who will collect it for the out. There's 5 outs. Burgoyne. Foucher with heat. Burgoyne is reaching for it. I think that's a zing. Yes, reaching. Let me just check here. I want to make sure I get it right. So 7, reaching, swing. No, we check the Slinger's card. I'm sorry. But it is a zing. It is a zinger with the square. So Foucher gets his 3rd zinger of the game. 7 out. Here's Ralston, who started it out with a zing. So Foucher's throwing stuff, and Ralston is reaching for it. We have 2. It's popped out to Manners again. This time, though, it's normally a dinger, but on a stuff pitch, it's a pinger. So he only gets to the base. Let's see if he tries for the bonus base. 4. No, he's going to take the safe base, uncontested. So Canelli has a chance to keep things going. Boston has broke up the no-hitter. And here's Foucher throwing to Canelli. It's a heat pitch, reaching swing from Canelli. We're going to look at his card, and it will be, a dinger or an out. And we got the circle, so he popped out. Got a lot of it, but not enough of it. All right, let's see if Ralston's going to try to steal this time. 5. Let's see. He is going to opt not to steal, but the pitcher is going to pitch with a look. Now, that's kind of what you want if you're not going to steal. Get the pitcher to shift his concentration. Let's see. So that brings up Glavin. And Foucher pitching with a look, so 9 or 10 is not going to be good. I got a 7. 4 and 4. So it's a stuff pitch, reaching swing, a 7. I think that's going to be a base hit. Yes, it is. So that's going to drive in Ralston. Glavin, let's see if Glavin's not a base running threat, so he'll take the safe base. And they will score a run. Just when you thought it wasn't going to happen, Boston scratches out a run. And there are still 8 out. And here's Burgoyne. We've got let's see, we got a junk pitch and a big swing. That usually doesn't add up. Well, it looks like he popped it to Bazemore with a 3. And that will be a stinger, so that will end it. Bazemore makes the snag in the dead zone, and that'll end the threat. But 1 run in for Boston, and we move to the Cincinnati half of the inning. Rocket will lead off. Nagel on the mound. 1-0 Boston. Cincinnati just needs 2. A big swing and a big ding, and it's over. All right, so Nagel's going to throw stuff. Rocket is not looking at it. It's going to be a zinger. He zings to start out. Stoffel. I shouldn't really have Stoffel. Well, I guess he can stay there. I should have swapped him out, though, probably. 9. Let's see. It's going to be a heat pitch. No swing. Yeah, that's not going to work for anybody. That'll be a zing. So Stoffel zings. Here's D'Ambrosio. Nagel needs to string a few more of those together. Maybe pull this game out. Oh, we're at furious action. All right, so it'll be a heat pitch. Ambrosio is reaching for it. Heat pitch, reach. So we're going to check the Slingers card. That will be a zinger. So Nagel throws his 3rd zinger. But now we're going to furious action for Evans. There's 6 out. And we get a 2. Okay, we're going to use that result from... So player 2 is going to be hurt. He is going to make... Let's see what our decider die says. Oh, it's going to be a stinger. So we get 2 more outs, but now Vieg is injured. Do they have a fielder they can bring in? I think so. Usually, yeah, we can put Mataseski in the field. And 1 more out, and Boston's going to pull this out. Let's see if Rocket can come through here. We're throwing heat from Nagel. Big swing from Rocket. It's a 4. Uh-oh. Let's go back to here. We're going to check on the batter's card. Oh, a square would have been a dinger. He does get a pinger, though, so he gets on base. Let's see if he takes the bonus base. He might. 2. Oh, he's going to try to. We have to roll for it, though. So 5 or a 6 or a square here, and he's out. Oh, he's pegged out. That'll end the game. Going for the bonus base. Got a little bit greedy. Well, it wasn't a bad move because, scoring for the bonus base would win the game immediately. But, yeah, so he's thrown out, and that means Boston is going to hang on to win it. 1-0. Cincinnati gets knocked out. All right, well, so we go to the championship game is Boston and Cleveland. And again, we'll leave Boston right where they are. Cincinnati, boy, they looked like they were in the driver's seat there. But this will decide our Fury Hardball Knockout Series title, our championship here. All right, we got Broadus, Del Rosario, Tagaki, and Rippey for Cleveland. The backup is going to be Gravett, who can field or bat. Monty is in fielding position 2. Ribeiro is in fielding position 3. And we'll have Fetter on the mound with Hatter backing you up. So they are prepared for punches if they're thrown. They'll be able to survive probably the first round at least. We go back to the Boston side of the field. We'll reset everything. So a 1-0 win for Boston. And this will decide our championship. Cleveland and Boston. And here we go. Fetter on the mound, pitching to Ralston. He's throwing junk, and Ralston's taking a big swing at it. Zing! Canale's up next. Oh, we have furious action. Here we go. So it's going to be a stuff pitch. Big swing on stuff will be... Big swing on stuff will be go to fielder 3. That's Ribeiro, and that will be a stinger. So Ribeiro snags it in the dead zone. 2 outs. And now we go to furious action for Glavine. 4 outs now in the inning. Now we get a 7. Home batter. Now it's the visitor batter here. They're in the visiting position, so it'll be a zinger. The home slinger, right? So Fetter throws a zinger, and then we'll roll again. So 2 more quick outs for Fetter. We roll again on furious action. And we got a 1, and that's going to go to Fetter's going to get hurt. Let's see, we have to roll the... it's going to get a zinger. So that'll be 8 outs, but he is hurt. He'll have to come out. And Hatter will have to close it out. Back to the swing board. So let's see. That will be back to Ralston. And we got, let's see. Hatter is throwing stuff. Ralston is looking at it, and that will be, we're gonna check his card. No, I'm sorry. Is he looking at it? No, so it's going to be a zing. He just got zinged, and that'll end it. So nothing in for Boston. Hatter and Fetter. I'm going to turn Fetter's card over in case we need to sub out with Gravett. So all Cleveland needs is 1 run, and they will take the take the tournament title, the knockout title. See if they can earn it. That's what Cincinnati said last time. It's like all we need is 1 run. All right, here we go. Broadus. Nagel facing Broadus. Oh, I got to use a different pitcher, don't I? We can't use Nagel twice. Johannes will come in. Oh, that's right. Let me put Mataseski back there. Vig comes back in, so we're back to the normal. So Johannes is pitching this time. And here we go. Johannes is throwing heat, and Broadus is reaching for it. That will be. Let's see. We're gonna use Broadus's card. It will be. Oh, it's heat. It's a dinger. Broadus leads off with a dinger. That's the game right there. So they get 1 pitch, 1 swing, 1 ding, and it's over. Cleveland wins 2-0. And that's suddenly it's over. That's kind of the way. That's why we call it Fury Hardball. It's very furious. Things happen in bunches and very condensed action. So yeah, just like that. If you were going to get a container of popcorn to enjoy the rest of the inning, you missed the game-winning hit. So there you go. Cleveland is our series knockout champion, and I hope you enjoyed watching Fury Hardball. It's fun to play. We knocked out 5 games. How many? 4 games in a very short period of time. Hope you have a great weekend. We are almost to Friday. We'll be releasing our new EPL set on Monday, so Monday's stream will feature that set, and hope you'll join us for that. In between now and then, enjoy your weekend, spend some time with your loved ones, eat some good food, and as always, we appreciate you being part of the Play Games community.